All right, hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us. All right, this is the chat portion of the webinar. The next one is on Tuesday, so November 20th, because we're having Thanksgiving. So there's going to be another one down the road on the 4th, December 4th. That's going to be the next, it'll be back to Thursday, and it'll be back to Tuesday, because I have to work on Thursday, so I'll send an email, and but either way, I'll tell you before. So hearing it now, it is anyway. So the next one is on Tuesday. All right, here we go. Connect to the angels, aliens, higher self energies. All right, Gundium. And I don't know if I need this closer. I'll put a little bit closer for some bizarre reason. Gundium, any messages from higher self? Just keep doing what you're doing. You are open up puzzle energies are also connected to the archons. Sometimes they give them a hard time. You're also connected to a mantis energy recently, like a silver mantis from Andromeda. So, in your alien connections, you do connect to the Blue Palladians. All of them are bald people, basically. So they are part of energies of Mars in the past. Either way. Any messages from Prime Creator? Yeah, just continue in your creativity. You are opening up new doors, just have not fully. Your path is going to be opened up more. You're just, the ball will start rolling. Basically. Denise, any messages from me? From Archangel Michael? Let's see. Feels like there's a male energy around you recently that's been causing some difficulties. You'll be able to break through that as you just build up more confidence. Also, your spiritual vibration connected to angels will get stronger. You're getting more confident. I don't know. I see tarot card energies. I don't know if you're into that type of thing. But tarot card, some kind of card. I feel tarot, actually. It's energy I can't speak through if you wish to indulge into it. It feels like you can. Now, everyone has their own way of going about it. Just pick up a card and connect to the vibration. You don't have to follow anybody else. It feels like something that you can connect to. Doing it this way can get kind of tiring too, but using cards will definitely help you find your direction. You can also do readings for yourself, which is mostly needed at this time. Any messages from St. Francis? You're connecting to a more positive timeline you had in the past. You might have difficulty to realize that here living this, but it's been harder in the past. I'll have to give you details of that. Past lives, basically. In this lifetime, you're coming into a turning point to know more about yourself. You are connected to Uranus and Venus, bringing more light energies to yourself to create a more positive direction for you. So it's not going to be always the easiest. There's going to be rocks, of course, for direction, but you're going to more find yourself, basically. There's been kind of like, who am I? Energies, so more of you is going to start coming out. James, I've been doing astral. What's been going on during my dream time or astral? My feeling is you don't remember anything, is from what I'm getting. Let's see. I just did that centaur or whatever it was. The being, anyway, they're kind of poking into my energy. Wait, one moment. I just see you connecting to the Andromedans. Yes, you are known as, of course, we're all connected to different species, but right now you're connected to the Andromedans, bringing information for yourself, for others, basically a peace energy. Of course, we're all connected to different species, but you're bringing a peace energy to this earth because you've seen the past, you've been through past incarnate, world. It's like, so you bring in Andromedan vibrations here. So what are you doing? There's, it's usually like, I would say, like a million things at once usually. But what the one thing is, just for more alien contactee energies connected to this Earth. You have a partner that you connect to in this life. You're connected to that energy in astral. There's multiple incarnations with that partner, and they're all various. They're all different variations of them. Even change genders. So there's gender swapping all through that too. There's male, female, and just gender switching all over that. So it goes on and on and on and on and on. So whatever, and there's also a Martian connection too, of more positive, like a future version of Mars is even connected to that as Mars gets its act together. So, well, I guess it does in some ways. I guess it depends on how you look at it. Any messages for me today? The Andromeda energy is basically, it's because the Earth is going to get, you say, very strange, because it has a lot of negative forces around it. But you bring a more positive vibration to yourself to keep yourself grounded and to know, at least not to be interfered by. So it's like, call it like a shielding energy that's around you. You also have a feline vibration that's protecting you also, but it feels like the Andromeda energy is basically is around because a lot of them don't have any genders. And wanted to bring that up. Wonder where all that's coming from. And eventually it's going to really, it's like taking humans out of their comfort zone. You can say that's kind of what's going on, but more is on the way, is basically more galactic awareness. Basically, as humans awaken, they'll see more of the alien side. Basically, as vibrations start to get seen, say this message for others too. As humanity comes out of this, oh, I'm human, this is all there is, as more focus to more fourth dimension, sixth dimension energies, you start to kind of like see yourself kind of morph and see other people morph. Kind of like you have longer fingers and you have gray hands or blue hands. You see more of the intergalactic connection. I'm not sure when that's going to occur, but as it depends on the person. So for your so just something that you can connect to, basically go by what's in your mind's eye. It's something for you to focus on, that's for sure. Doesn't mean you have to focus on it all the time. You also have a connection with Yael, it seems. I'm not sure if you know about that. Carol, in August, when my friend Jim C. was diagnosed with terminal cancer, he felt very strong presence of his friend Howard around him. What is Howard? It's a spirit guide. From what I get. Let's see. Felt strong presence of his friend. Yeah. What is Howard? I think Howard's still around, still, right? It's really a spirit guide energy there. Feels like reptilian, positive reptilian, but it's more like a positive reptilian. Yep. Yeah, and that makes sense why the strength. Yeah, but he's more like a doctor, from what I feel. A medic, a reptilian medic. Interesting. I also saw him as a crab person. So I know crab is not really something that you hear of. It's like, oh, he's a big lobster. But I do see, yeah, I've connected to the crabs in the past. I haven't connected to them recently, but they're humanoid. They're just a battle race, basically. So they don't, well, they don't, some do have like a crab like arm to give you more clarity to that. Some do, not all. Some have evolved from that. So so that's good. Feels like but what I got first was spirit guide energy. So he's there protecting him. So I imagine Howard's still with us though, which is really interesting. In October, during the last week of Jim's life, he felt a presence in the room with him. Was that present his friends Howard? Yeah, because Howard is there. Yeah. Howard is assigned to him. Yeah. Archangel Michael is there also. But yeah, that's fascinating. Now, I was like I said, another version. I believe Howard's still here, right? If he isn't, it isn't. Those aren't always easy to. There's a message from Window. That's okay. There's always the determinant of the person's still here or not. But I believe Howard's still alive, from what I can feel. But yeah, it's definitely Howard's energy is there as a protecting vibration. So awesome. Marianne, any messages for me? Yeah, Howard is sorry. We go back to Howard's like a spirit, a assigned spirit guide energy. So if he's alive or not alive, or either way, he is still assigned to him to keep him to keep Jim going. So that's fascinating. That is really very fascinating. Jeez, things are going to get strange. Not to say it's too strange, but Marianne, any messages for me? Yeah, you're connected to new light beings that are connected to the Earth. You can say I would say Andromedan, Palladian. They're just light energies that are coming for awareness of our alien presence, kind of clearing out the old third dimension. I do see them with horns, like that you play. The big long horns. You play. I don't know what those are called, but they're playing their musical. Like you can say they're from the angelic realms, but they're more alien beings. Alien beings with horns that they blow on. No, they don't always carry them around blowing on them. It just that is the first time I've ever seen something like that. I don't know if those long horns that you blow. I can't remember. I think it's just either way. Alien beings that do that's the first time I've ever seen something like that. So yeah, they do come from the stars, though. That's for sure. Up in the skies usually. So interesting. Question 2: any messages for my twin soul? Just let's see. We're learning self-love here, and you're also bringing in a new generation of human, more perspective. You're basically a wave of energy going up through the third dimension, definitely. You're connected to, I would say also Andromedans recently, but the feline version of Andromedan. As the other present, the feline energy is going to start really increasing, at least the alien energies. To assist us with the moon to clear out the moon vibrations that are causing us difficulties. Now, the moon has a lot of positive, but also has some negative that's creating our third dimension in some ways. It is working against us in some ways. Even the sun is working against us. So I'll go further more into that tomorrow. But yeah, your twin soul energies are basically connecting to two moons that we don't see right now. You can say also you're very connected to Nebuchadnezzar in the past. So see how you feel about that. Kenny and Dance, any messages? Your guides say, hold on, things change. Things will change for the better. It's a because of holiday and everything. But you will get more focused on where you're going. It might take some time, but you will get everything back together again. Second message, make yourself known. Say what's on your mind. Keep doing that. Just keep saying what's on your mind, because sometimes you hold back. Of course, you don't want to do it all the time, but sometimes you need to tell everyone what's going on. Tara, any messages for my guides? Let's see. I see a lot of Venus energies around you at this time. Like Venus spirit guide energies. I also see you connected to Saturn in the positive, because you had a lot of incarnations on Saturn. And right now you're reversing a lot of the negative effects on this planet. At least that's an astral connection. And for life stuff, basically just Just know what you want. Just know what you want in life. You will accomplish what you're here to accomplish. Just know what you want. That's the biggest thing. Because sometimes you're kind of wondering, things do take time to manifest. But you will just know in your heart that you're in the right direction, and do the best you can, basically. Was my dad my little brother in a past life? Yes. He was a father mostly, but yes, he's been a brother. He's been a sister. He's been a grandmother. He's been a cat. I want to say he's been a dog, but I'm not seeing the dog. He has been a dog, but I don't think he was with you during that. Definitely been a cat. Yeah. Been an ancient reptilian. He's been a dolphin. I'm not sure if you see the dolphin in him right now, but a little brother, yes, he's kind of like a little kid at heart right now, from what I can tell, which is good. He keeps that inner child going, from what I can tell from here, at least. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, it gets weird as you connect with all this. Yeah. So, Maddie, my third eye isn't open, but I notice whenever I close my eyes, I start to see red lines. Everything as my third eye is open. My question is, why does a color come out of red? Isn't it supposed to be start from a different color first? Well, that's the color that you need right now. Remember, also, you can connect to your imagination. Seeing through your third eye, what images come to your mind? I mean, imagine it's like, do you ever like mind your own business? All of a sudden, an image comes to mind. That is your third eye. Of course, others might agree with that, but I don't really care what they say. But yeah, images coming to like a thought. Your imagination is your third eye. You can say also things that you're connecting to. It's different ways of looking at it, but it's like you can say it's an exercise. It's like, what do you visualize? This might be a bit hard, but instead of seeing what you see in front of you, what do you feel? What is it? What is the image that you see instead? Like where you live, what do you see there instead of your place of residence? That is that's your third eye, to give you more understanding of how it works. Everybody goes about it different ways, so there's no like one way of doing it. So it's like, what are you sensing? What are you feeling? Do you see positive energies? Do you see like a mountain? What do you see? Because that is the dimension energy you're connected. No one's going to see the same thing as you do, that's for sure. What's my higher self like? Can I get a picture of how he or she looks like? I see Thor, but a female Thor. I'm not sure if yeah, Thor. Mighty, strong, powerful, feminine, but still very powerful, strong-minded, which is good. Be able to go through dimensions without a problem. Good sense of humor, good person to be around. Doesn't always have to carry around the hammer. The reason that image is coming is just to show you that you are strong, basically. So that should give you maybe a more, it's a feminine Thor. Think of like that. It's just mighty. I know it might not be what you're looking for, but then again, maybe it is. So, and remember also they have a sense of humor. So they're trying to help you understand all this. So it's all good. That's cool. But it's probably, from what I feel, is like that's probably something you would not have imagined. But yeah. Because also I see like, because there's a tender side too. Because there's a kitten there too. So it's like a Thor, female Thor with a little kitten next to her. And it's a white kitten. It's like, I'm not big and tough, but I can also be kind and nice. So give it another perspective. Symmetry, any messages for me? Just connect to Zetas, connect to, I see basketball with Zetas. They're trying to be human the best they can. They're terrible at sports. So, what all that just, and alien contact, it's everybody has their own version of alien realize as we are, it's like we're clearing out the third wall, the wall of belief systems. As you know, everyone's going to see aliens differently, like visualizing your mind, energy wise. This is when you're getting used to it, that they're here. Not to say you got to feel it every day, but over time, people just become more and more comfortable with the idea that they're here, and then you might start seeing them. Actually, I mean, in your mind's eye mostly, but you never know. You might feel, their presence a lot stronger. Let's put it that way. What I've been doing astral, I just see a lot of reptilians. You're making peace with a lot of species right now. Reptilians are one that you're definitely. You've sabotaged a lot of their ships in the past. You've stolen them in the past. You've gone to their worlds and kind of had a vendetta against them in the past. Of course, you've cleared a lot of that now. That was ancient. But Orion is another place that you are connected to, that you go to for peace and tranquility. You talk to beings that are super strange looking. Think of the most bizarre alien being you can think of, you're connecting to right? And astral. So, okay, I'll just leave you with that. Noah, any messages? Just let's see. Just go keep on the creative arm. It does seem like there's like a male energy, like a manager or something like that. It's being kind of a force to be reckoned with. And at least it feels like there's a male energy that's maybe like a manager. Yeah, I feel like a manager. Either way, just you are coming to a time of where you're gonna be more creative and more abundant in your vibration, but not yet. You are coming to that time. Any messages from my angels? You are slowly advancing your spiritual vibration. You're taking your time with it. You're taking your time with everything. From Michael's perspective, you're doing well. Some of the stuff you don't always believe, but you're also, you're having more of an open mind to it. You want more. You want this world to be more than or whatever it is. And it's slowly coming. You're slowly getting the idea that it can be a lot more. So you're opening up your visual from what it seems. At least that's what I'm getting. That's what he says, at least. There's more on that, but either way, beyond that. Okay, D. Is it possible to answer who is helping me to interpret light language? Not sure if I answer these in the right order. Is it possible to answer? Oh, who is helping me interpret? Like where the light language is coming from? Feels like the Blue Avians. Arcturians, it feels like Blue Avians you're coming through. Go by energy. You're also channeling some kind of Zeta energy too. Feels like the Blue Avians is the strongest. Now you connect to different. Now it's kind of decipher what language you're doing. Many. It doesn't seem like just one. So do a Hathor also. It seems you're also doing insectoid. So just kind of just do it and not worry about who it's coming from. Not that important. Now, like what messages are coming? The message though is that you are releasing. You're releasing old taboos, old vibrations. You are just feeling more like you are. You're getting more. You're strengthening yourself. Now, the message from the beings is that you are taking your time with this. Now, the more you do this out of love, the stronger it will get. And you're already doing it already. So just do as you do when you feel like. It's like, because it was really helping you find your voice, like light language. You're releasing a lot of tension. Will I be able to successfully channel to quantum healing? Am I getting specific help for this? You give it time. Quantum healing, yeah, it's going to take some time to really. Yes, you are getting help, but this is something you have to kind of. From what it seems like, you got to just give it time for you to be fully successful with it. Part of you seems like you're having, kind of difficulties at the beginning of it at least, but yeah, but yeah, you are getting an angel. You just part of you wants to speed things up. So just take your time with it, have fun with it, and you're not always taking it 100% seriously because you don't know what the hell you're doing sometimes. You still get warning it. So as you get more confident, that's why I say take it easy because part of you wants to rush it. So I'm not sure how long you've been doing it, and not telling me that, but just yeah, like the language, treat it like that. Just do it with love. Not to say you're not doing it with love now. When you do it with love, it will open up more. And it's also the more you do it, the stronger it gets. Just the way it is. Susie, what have you been doing in astral? Um, it seems like a lot of horses you've been connected to. You've been connected to a lot of strange beings in astral. Uh, yeah, the centaur, I channeled that strange being earlier, so that energy is in my vibration. But you have been connected to the centaurs. I think it's a half man, half horse. All right. I was going to put this in the video. I've actually seen. I have a friend of mine. This is from a while ago. Her boyfriend looked like a centaur. He had the face, the body structure of a centaur. He had the hair of a centaur. If people even say he looked like a centaur. So, anyway. I feel like because you're connected to that energy too. Not to say you look like that, but in astral realms, you're connected to strange looking beings that are similar to that. And this process also, this make your energies are going to a lot of doctors for healing, like more natural healing. That is where your efforts are really going, at least for our world. Now, I understand you're doing a whole bunch of other things, but a lot of your energy is going into that because, you know, helping humanity find itself, doctor, the more metaphysical healing is really, it seems like a big part of your place here. Now, obviously, it's many lifetimes. So, I mean, not to say you have to keep incarnating here, but it's going to take a while for humanity to really embrace it. Like energy healing, like you see Reiki, that's going to eventually double in our reality. Right now, of course, the dark is using modern medicine, but eventually, I imagine you can pick up on this. Eventually, there will be energy healers. That would be the norm. You go to a hospital, it won't be called a hospital anymore either. Maybe you had a different name to it. So this is a big part of you, especially healing the elderly and even helping them release from the earth. And that's kind of like a long-winded, but this is not understand. This is not all you're doing, but the angels want you to know about this part at least. You're an astral. You're just another part of just taking it easy and hanging out with friends and living the time of your life. But the other part of you is really very workaholic part because you really want to, and imagine you can pick up on this too, is for more of the energy work, more Atlantean, Lemurian, whatever you want to call it, because people connect to the ancient world differently, which is fine. That vibration is going to really, really increase in the future, definitely. And even now, never know. Because many are programmed by the scientists, old-fashioned way. Yeah, expect more of that to come through, definitely. Are there any messages for me? We can say that other one is tied to it. I'm not sure why I'm saying Dracula. You have, it's fine. I just uploaded a video. I don't think, or it's today or tomorrow, whenever it's gonna be uploaded. I don't think I channeled Dracula. I don't remember anymore. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The Dracula energy of like mind manipulation, sucking energies away. It's basically you can say yourself. You're healing modern. We're bringing the history mythology back into our all the alien stuff is slowly evolving into our reality. Maybe not yet. Like movies are done by sorcery, basically, to give us messages of what's to come. Like if you see a movie, well, like the movie Metropolis, showed a robot, showed human society as a slave society, which is kind of normal. But the robot thing is, it's just like, the future is, you're seeing it unravel, so, and you're involved with it. You are connected to the Galactic Federations, definitely. Because that's coming from the angels. You are playing a big role in the ascension process. You might not feel like it in this third dimension, but vibrationally you do. So you don't have to go on YouTube and do anything. Vibrationally is really because many just like better work in the sideline or whatever how you want to call it. You don't need to be out in front of it anyway. So, all right. All right. Donna Riggs, let's see, sound frustrated with your path. Well, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, graphics. Yeah, well, it's been a frustrated past couple of weeks. It's been crappy. So yeah, I'll go to the. Oh yeah, the theme park stuff's kind of have some neat ones. Going to have an animal. Have one the Animal Kingdom. I'm gonna put that one on Thanksgiving. And that one's gonna have. It's near the end. It's gonna have like a little funny thing at the end of it. So it's on Thanksgiving. When you see my friend Jess' wife get on the downside of the mountain, she tries so hard. Oh, for things to get easier. Oh, just yeah. No time soon. Apparently, she needs all this. Not yet. No, she might say she doesn't need all this, but she actually does need it right now. Things are going to start to clear up eventually. Right now, all this is done. Yeah, all this is if she didn't want to experience, she would not be experienced. Of course, that's not all cases, but with her, she needs all this for character development, soul development, because she's not going to come back into this world again. This is her last hurrah. So she needs to go through this. So let's get this all over with now, so not to do it in the future. So things will slowly get better as she wants to. She probably say, "Oh, I don't want that," but back of her mind, it's like she needs to go through it. So, just relax, take it easy, do things for herself, eat chocolate. Things are so just do little things for yourself. The weather will get better, but not yet. As for when, they're not giving me a detail. Just she's actually making herself more complicated, which is not always a bad thing. So she can handle more things. Because like when you're spirit energy flying around as a whatever it is, you need more. You need a challenge, and this is her challenge. Can you tell me anything about my most powerful incarnation on planet Earth and why it's so powerful? Most powerful incarnation on the planet Earth. Only thing I can pick up is at least the alien connections here is Anunnaki being. That is your most powerful, and it was in the ancient world. You say also you're very connected to the Greeks. I do see a lot of incarnations with the Greeks, but I also see you as an ancient Atlantean. But Anunnaki DNA, very powerful during that time. I see you as, you're a human, but you're very much an Anunnaki being. So you're a human / Anunnaki in ancient world. It does seem like your face is a little bit different from what a human would look like, but they're not really showing what that looks like. For much reasons. I don't know if I want to see what that looks like yet. But kind of get an idea what the ancient world looks like, but not yes and no. So as for what and so why so powerful, well, that was typical and normal back then. So they're not really going into detail of what you're doing, but I'd say Anunnaki high DNA of it. Basically, you're part of creating other species. So you needed that energy to take this DNA, put that, and create with it. So that helps. So yeah, it has been a rocky road for me the past 2 weeks, but I'm getting the benefits of it finally, and I'll eventually put that out there in the public, but not yet. Yeah, because they say last night's video, I was close to that. Anyway, I don't know what that is. Jim F, I've been on a Palladian ship. Have I been on a Palladian ship for the past few nights? Yes. Galactic Federation's definitely around the moon mostly. Yeah, it has to do with the Earth changes. A lot of us are gonna get beat up recently. I've gotten beat up for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, there is there's a shift coming, but they're not going to show us on the physical quite yet. Also, we're allowed to get more information from the higher astral plane about our place here, what we're doing here. And you can also see the political world is going to start to shift eventually out of its BS, current BS. So, not yet, though. Any messages for me? Yeah, I don't know how you've been feeling in the past. A lot of people have been going kind of through a whirlwind recently. But I think you'll start to get more clarity of your place here. Your playing connections it's going to go up and down. It'll come through, and sometimes they need a pause. I also see you connecting to Zeta energies, at least having a slight download, understanding them a little bit more, their presence here, whatever it needs to. But their imprint is going to get more clear here, just because they're connected to our technologies, and some of us are them in the future and the past and all that. So you say they are current time travelers. I think you'll just get more downloads, whatever it might be. Now, as I talk about this, I see a squid. So yeah, you're going to definitely have a different perspective. I guess that means that your alien friends are underwater a lot too in our ocean. Our oceans are pretty much portals, basically. So to other worlds. So just a new guy came, named Sky, has stepped in. What messages does she have for me? Basically, it's like a daffodil energy. Basically, it's a flower energy. Just help you get more clarity. You are coming out of the abyss of a lot of trouble, it seems. Yeah, it feels like you're adjusting. So it goes into your next question. I feel your job manifesting. With an opportunity at a neuropathic clinic, any messages for me? Oh yeah, just do what you feel like you need to do. You are creating it, definitely. Yeah, this has to do with the guide. So you're kind of all connecting together. I don't know when that's going to occur, like the new job. Just go with the flow. Some of us have seen changes and then nothing changes, so you never know. Henry, during the week, I've had negative entities attack me at the point where I can actually lose focus. Jeez. While driving entities are wanting to hurt me bad, I think there might be a bigger picture on this experience. Am I aware of this time? Does a higher energy council or galactic have anything to say? What's going on is these beings are breaking the rules, breaking timelines. They're, like you can say, they're going through a panic. But not necessarily, I mean, you're feeling because you're involved with the Earth's grid. Your DNA, your vibration is connected to the Earth's grid, like the protection grid, which I didn't see this before. There's a protection grid around the Earth. Of course, there are beings that are attacking it, so you're getting hit with it. And so, yeah, I tell you, but this also means, yeah, this is dangerous. Of course, you have your guides to protect you during this. Also means a lot of these beings are going to be kicked off the Earth. Now, I'm not sure when this is going to start to cool down. I don't know. I mean, trust me, if I can help you remove all this stuff like now, so every time you do a healing, something comes back, right? Eventually, things will cool down. I believe during the holidays, things are going to cool down. Like next week, I know this. Like, how about now? But yeah, they're basically what was going on. The negative beings are all in a panic. There wasn't their energy here, but who knows how long? Where that's going to go. The Earth is going through a shift, a transition to where what we don't know, but more galactic, more awareness. But But yeah, they're definitely. I mean, you're protected, but yeah, it feels like you're getting squeezed. So yeah, so yeah, you're definitely connected to the Earth's grid for sure. We are in different ways, but you're definitely taking a beating for it. You're part of the shielding of it. So, do I have any messages for Archangel Tinkerfly about my love life? Tinkerfly. Well, that's a different one. Just go with the flow. You're yeah, you are building into the right direction. Did just say you're going in the right direction? Yeah, it might be bumpy, might be all over the place, but now you haven't fully met your soulmate yet, but you are repairing old energies. So yeah, you're manifesting it. I don't. They're not saying it's your likelihood for it to work out in your favor is getting better and better. It's not going to be perfect, but it is. You know, um, either way, you are manifesting a better relationship energy, but it has not fully manifested for you to experience it, as you can see. It is you are on the right trail, but just keep doing what you're doing. Do what you feel like, failure still takes you to a better position over time. So yeah, it said the more failures it still brings you to where you are. So as long as you do what you feel like you need to do, just do it. Miles, do I have any messages from a higher self? Yeah, you are. So you're very connected to the giants. You are kind of like exploding off this earth in some ways, in a positive way. Basically, you're advancing your DNA tech, your point of view. You're also bringing more positive beings to the earth. You are part of the earth shift as you shift more into a higher density level. But let's see, with the you're used to giant worlds. Mostly human, but there are just whatever you visualize. I mean, when I see angels, I do see like 30-foot tall angels. So yeah, so um, let's see. With Archangel Michael's energy you are connected to, uh, it's basically the Earth's going to go into, let's see, kind of like a purge of light, and you're kind of connected to it. So, and there's also a lot of butterfly energies around you. Of course, you're very connected to this insectoids. I believe the butterfly seems like an omen of good luck for you right now. So just follow your path. You will manifest and create more when the time's right. Does my friend Justin M have any messages from his spirit guides about his past lives? Yeah, he's not had it easy in his past lives in any shape or form. This is almost a walk in the park in some ways. He's had a lot of short lifetimes in the past, like 30 years old, and that was it, or 29, or even younger than that. He has taken a beating in his past incarnations. Some of it's, you can say, woman, I connected in some regard because he's connected to energies he probably shouldn't be involved with. A lot has to do with the church. So in past lives, you went against the church. You saw the corruption and how that went well. That didn't go very well. So a lot of the wars of the past had to do a lot with the decisions of the churches, and that's where he's connected to. So, but there is a lot of positive there, of course, that is clearing that, and he will manifest better in this incarnation. It's just he's still, just whatever comes to mind that he needs to release. Like he also has connections to Men in Black. I'm not sure if that's helping him at all. Probably not. Yeah, he knows them pretty well. And Miles, you do too. Justin definitely knows them. Just does. For good and for bad, it's both. It's both. You also see Men in Black beings that look insectoid-like. So not everything's human. Well, and do I have any messages from my guides? Yeah, I haven't connected to Men in Black in a while. Gotta give them another shot. It's been a while. Ryan, do I have any messages? Arcturian energies. Dolphin vibrations are connected to you. Also, upgrading your DNA ever so slightly for your third eye to connect more to the angels, more to yourself, and just somewhat with the manifesting energies, but you are bringing a blessing to the planet as for removing negative blockages for more humans to see more of what's going on. You're just you're here to bring in now you hear about aliens doing infusions, alien DNA increase. You are involved with that. But I see you as a Palladian being. Of course, you probably have other species. Yeah, I feel like I'm Palladian as assisting humans in a mental upgrade, to think more clearly. And in this Palladian version, yes, you do actually work with the reptilians in a positive way, but you have been attacked by reptilians also that don't like the Palladian reptilian friendship. So, do I have any messages from anyone else? With Arcturian energies, you always realize that you always have a shield from the Arcturians around you, positive light around you, protecting you. You do connect to the oceans. Think of like an ocean world or a fluid world, basically, where you're always flying, you're always swimming. You can say it's like you're used to worlds that are very, like you walk out the door and just kind of like fly. It's not. It's just yeah. I don't know how to phrase that, but the Arcturian vibration just used to being, going wherever you want and life being a lot easier. And you're bringing those energies here also for others to connect to. So basically, you are doing positive infusions here by just your words, your vibration. You're also very connected to the frog beings. You've connected to their dimensions very much. And so it's bringing the frog, the toad, the tortoise. I should probably just go into some of that. It's been a while, but yeah, the frog energies are just this a healing by they're a simple being here because they're not here to be super complicated. They're here to be kind of just you know a man's best friend, woman's best friend, kind of like a dog in some ways, but they're here just to chill with our energies. They're here for healing, and you're very much connected to that. See, it's like because there are frog beings with wings, so they can open up their arms and you can they open up their wings to fly. You can sound healing vibrations or whatever it might be. So I know it's kind of strange, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there about them. It's not fully known, but you probably can resonate. I feel like you can in some regard. Different colors, not all green. Erican, do I have any galactic Asian lifetimes? Well, it feels that's what yes, yes. Um, you say it's a little bit of mix of Zeta and Arcturian, and there's probably a little bit of other species we've never heard of. Yes. Galactic Asian lifetimes on Palladian worlds, definitely. Uh, Palladian worlds, Yale worlds, and drum. They're all over the place. The one that you're connected to recently is more Palladian because just and they do have similar the dragon, all that, and some they have different species they're connected to, but you said dragons stuff. The dragons usually follows them around, which is the Pleiadians, so it's a lot different. But this world is more like the reptilian dragon, the other one's more of a, not to say it's like Barney or anything like that, but still has that, the dragon energies are still there, that's for sure. So yeah, you have enormous amount of incarnations connected to that. Now think again, like now they're building all these tall, they're building all these buildings in China for like half of them are empty or something like that. But yeah, you're definitely connected to a more positive version of the Asian existence, that's for sure. And you're gonna have more. You're not done with them, and no, they're gonna go on forever. They're part of like it's like a lot of us can't get it straight. They can't either, but sometimes they're a little bit more advanced than the rest of us in some regard. Even if their society's all we're all kind of a mess when you really look at it. But they are socially in some ways more advanced. At least awareness wise in some ways. So, and technology. So, question 2, any messages for me? Let's see. You are right now connecting to a lot of time travel energies. That's what took you to the Asian vibration. Yeah, embrace it, let it come through. It will come through more clearly as it needs to. Right now, yeah, we're not all here to see everything, but over time, things is like what you connect to now is what we need right now. So some people feel like, oh, your filter, you're not getting enough information. It's not always needed to be. Not everything needs to be known right away, right now, because that's the point of it. But you are putting the pieces together. Your Asian lifetimes are very many on this world. I believe you're already aware of that. And those female relationships you've had with your girlfriend, galactic girlfriends, are still connected to you right now. You can probably feel that. It might show up as a Palladian vibration, or it feels like more Palladian around you, but at least that's what they're showing me right now. And it also leads to a lot of Zeta incarnations too. The Zeta worlds are, yes, a lot more advanced. They're more psychotic in some ways, but they're a necessity for our. It's like the Zeta world, as advanced and psychotic as it might be, is helping us technology, bringing technology because it's another version of Earth, but it's closer to us to blend in those technologies into our reality. That makes sense. I don't always get all the information, but yeah, these other worlds, like there's an Asian world, but it's all Asian people. But there are still different types of Asians. You have your Japanese, you have your black, you have your white, you have your different types, and yeah. So you have your Caucasian, you have your this and that Brazilian people. So you have different worlds of different species. Yeah. So it's yeah, it just goes on and on when you think about it. So that was pretty loaded, wasn't it? Keanu, does my higher self have any messages for me regarding timelines? You're on the right timeline, first off. Now, for financial timeline and like abundance in general, you're on what is right for you. Basically, you're doing a lot of mental knowledge right now, and eventually financial knowledge will come through more clearly. But right now, you're doing more mental. There might be blockages possibly here and there. It isn't much needed. But you are going into a new thinking pattern slowly. You can say you're connecting more to, at least for manifesting, I just see a lot of magic energies around you. So I'm not sure if that's going to, if you can resonate with any of that. We definitely connected to magician timelines. Doesn't mean you turn into a magician now, but the magician DNA is with you, basically. Yes, we all have a different levels of it, but you definitely have. It's there somewhere. It seems to be it's activating, you can say. Any other messages? Um, you're clearing. I'd see a lot of elephants around you. So the galactic alien elephants. I'm not sure if you're looking for this message, but you have a lot of connections with them. And yes, you're connected to India. You've been a galactic elephant on this world in the ancient world. I don't meet many of those. India is where many of you brought your vibration. Of course, Africa is one of them, but your place is India. So yeah, you just said there was a lot of galactic. Yeah, no, it sounds weird, but back in the old days, it was normal. But yeah, as a galactic, now the elephant animals here leaving knowledge here. So it's like, well, humans gotten kind of out of hand and can't handle an alien elephant. Some were killed in the past by humans. So yeah, some were, yep, and it just was not pleasant. As a human became more lost, it became vicious. So it's like, we don't want you anymore. This is our world, and you're a freak, and they wanted, they wanted, trophies and stuff like that. Yeah, it really got vital. So, of course, the elephant was treated a lot better than the aliens were. So the dark side really took over back then. So, least that's what they're showing. That part of the past has been obviously hidden. So you're very connected to that side of it. And your elephant side will kind of start to, a lot of them are from Sirius. Not all of them. The ones I connected to seem to be from Sirius, but not all of them are from Sirius. So an elephant feline, I've had enough. I can't do that. That's what the, how does that work exactly? I don't. I guess because of the body, it makes sense. Yeah, elephant head and kind of like but still an elephant body, but so they can have fingers and stuff. That's more the feline deep. It makes sense. Yeah, I'm not in Kansas anymore. Amy, last week my friend Kami asked me to help her with her friend's home that had at least one dark spirit there. I feel like I helped send it or them to the light. How did I do it? And does the house still? It does feel like it still needs cleansing. That being was left, but that was a very strong being, and it did bring in others. So just do, yeah, you might need to sage it for a couple of more days. I'm not sure how much. Yeah, because that was a pretty powerful one, and it brought friends. So I don't think they're all completely gone from what I see. Question two: sometimes I feel like there are spirits around me, but I can't see them. But I feel like I could almost see them. Yep. Am I getting closer to seeing the spirits, or do I just? Oh, you're. You can say let go. Yeah, let go the ego. Just part of you is kind of, I wouldn't say is scared. Part of you is like, I'm not sure if I can handle this or not, or just you're slowly adjusting to it. It feels like this is part of your path. So I just embrace it. Definitely. Yeah, it will come more clear. Martin, any messages for me? Uh, I do see you connecting a lot with the Palladians as for making help interesting your timeline to improve it. To help you out, to get more information, whatever it might be that you need. It does make you're looking for extra assistance recently. I do see a pyramid being pyramid. What is his name? Corey Good talked about the pyramid people, beings with pyramid heads. You're connected to them. Triangle people, the triangle head people. You can look it up. Corey Good, triangle people. You're connected to that. You can probably resonate with some of that. You are time travelers. Yes, they're very bizarre. They're not the most easiest beings to connect to. And you can say some ways they've been protecting your energy to not be read because you have many different reasons. Because you're here to warn your lessons here. You're not here to, hey, I can do this and that. It's like they're kind of like be human and be human. So, but I do see the triangle beings. That doesn't mean you're connected to them all the time, but you're definitely incarnations of them. And they are connected to the sun. They're connected to Agartha, but mostly the sun. They do deal with a lot of difficulty. And obviously, they're at a 6-dimensional level too. Some are at 4, but mostly it's 6. Your version 6. Why that species is just one that you just information gathering. They don't have all the drama like this world. You're just like, hey, I'll just be a triangle being and everything will be okay. Something like that. There's more to it than that, but social life is better. Everybody looks the same. I don't think they all look the same, but either way, love relationships are a lot less complicated. Let's put it that way. Can I get a message from Lucifer? Yeah, you made a contract with him to come to this world, basically. You want to connect to the energies. You've heard about this world, and you kind of, I'm not sure about it. But you could took a dive. That is like a best friend of yours, definitely. It is a energy you trust, and you've heard about this world. You've connected to it as an alien being, even with the Zetas and their messed up utopia or dystopian realities. You had plenty of those. But with Lucifer, it's like, you're here to, like I say, assist with the the ascension. It's time to let go of the old patterns. Basically, you are cutting off old timelines that are not needed. Um, so we can have more of the ascension energies increase. So that's part of it. There's probably more, but gives you kind of an idea. I think already posted here. Okay, yeah, Dee didn't get to post last time. I think, yeah, she's still new on us. Okay, we'll just go and see this real quick. Any messages from me from the specific beings or ascended masters working with me? I see Buddha's energy with you at this time. Pacific Buddha, just Buddha. There are other alien beings, but Buddha seems to be most productive. Let's put it that way. That's a quick version of it. Any with my galactic origins, I feel it's mostly Orion. But you connect to all the different alien species have been brought up, but it feels like Orion's really originated, at least in this galaxy. Let's put it that way. Orion seems to be a safe place, of course, then it kind of went under with the Galactic Wars, but it wasn't always that way. It was very peaceful. You can try different incarnations, try things out. So that's a quick version of it. Wanda 11, may I have any messages from any of my archangels? You're now I see two versions of you right now that have been apparently you split your vibration. Means you create another. I don't know if I see this, but you create another version of you recently because you took all the knowledge that you learned. It's like now it's time to create another me, and you can't do that. I'm not sure if you can connect to that. It doesn't mean you need to. It's like that's a little bit too weird for me right now. But it's like you took all this knowledge. It's like okay, now take all this knowledge and you put it in another reality, and now they're doing their thing. How many times you can do this? And do as many times as you want. Basically, we do come to a point where we feel like we have enough knowledge for this other version of us to be created. So when you create a soul, it has your knowledge already, and it's creating out of you, which is fascinating. So this is news to other people too. So, obviously we're always creating, but this one they want you to know because this is like I want to say everybody's special, but this one is one you put a lot of effort. It's not, I don't think you're creating other versions of you very often. So that is their gift to you. That's fascinating. Would my sister Dot, who recently transitioned to spirit, like to give me a message, please? Yeah, she has not fully forgiven herself, though. I think last stuff she said to you, she's not very proud of. So she is in spirit, but she's going through a lot. She says there's a lot of reptilian beings that people aren't aware of that are totally afraid of. A lot of them are very kind, but people aren't really seeing that side of themselves. Humans, yes, are energies, of course, but they're not willing to see the energy side of themselves of higher vibration. They're seeing the low vibration of themselves, which is fascinating because seeing a spirit to go from a low vibration like this world and go to a high vibration through death, it's pretty fascinating. It's not as easy as some might think because you do transition. It's like you go into like the perfect reality, but you kind of ease slowly out of this world to go instantly into a perfect world. It kind of gives you like a jolt. It's like, oh, so you're like, it's like they talk about the tunnel. It's not really, it's a tunnel. It's just you're gradually letting go of this earth. So some can take connect to the spirit world because they're already connected to spiritual vibrations. Then you go into the spirit world, high vibration, they're fine. Not everybody's used to that, so it's not a tunnel, but it is a how do you want to word it? So you go up the escalator, not necessarily that. You slowly go up the levels. Let's put it that way. So. Of course, she sends you love. Of course, she's always with you, but she's still figuring herself out. She's still forgiving herself. She didn't realize all the. There you see the life reviews like, whoa, man, I had a lot of problems, didn't I? So, Vasco, any messages for me from anyone? Let's see. Yeah, I mentioned earlier about time traveling Zetas, at least another version. Version of Earth. You do have that, but your Zeta version is connected to Jupiter. It's more like an intellectual, a teacher. So you didn't go through what the others went through, but it just like blew up their planet and all that because they were never involved with that. But you are part of the healing process of bringing that knowledge back to our planet to help with it. It's like, okay, you just blew up your planet. So, about a couple of you come over here, or all of you, or whatever it is, and let's just, integrate with humanity because it cause a lot of difficulties for this world. They're not really saying what a lot of the wars we got kind of hit by it, so they advanced themselves too quickly. Basically, nobody's perfect. So, yeah, they did used to look like us, but then they got very advanced, and their technologies ruined their planet, like I think what Bashar said. So there is a form of Zeta for that. There's different other, but from the Asasani, yeah, that's very connected to us. But of course, there's different versions, of course. But yeah, you're basically like a grandfather. It's like, okay, kids, you just blew up your planet. Now take all that knowledge and help humanity grow. Because it's like they're all kind of freaks right now, right? So yeah, there's all different types of Zetas. It's not all from there. So they're all just, it's like, can't say all humans are white or all humans are black. It's like, no. So, question 2, girlfriend wants any messages from her spirit guide, any wisdom from them. Healing, Reiki healing, if she's interested in anything like that, definitely help her connect to the angel vibrations, definitely. Trusting herself more. She's still kind of hesitant. Yeah. Her father still needs her vibration, for healing, because he's really like toxic. Can I say this stuff? Like, you're right, you're all crazy, from what it seems at least. Yeah, her father used to be a brother to her in a past life, most likely their connection, but it seems like the brother energy is really strong. So he's the one that's having a lot of trouble with all this. I think everyone else is pretty open minded. Okay, maybe not super open minded, but more open minded than he is. He seems to be the most closed minded of all of them. But that's another reason why she incarnated that family, is here to kind of give them a little bit of a push or a help or whatever it is, to help them in their awareness. So, father energy, yeah, they go way back to many incarnations. It's just been a long story between the two of them. So, of course, the mother too. Her and her mother has not always gone along the best. And that's another reason why they incarnated here, to kind of sort it out, maybe. So either way, they still work. They still work good with each other, even if they don't always get along. So, all right, whichever one. That was it. Next one is Tuesday, and I'll send out an email tomorrow. I didn't want to spam everybody because it sounds, emailed tonight. So I was going to do it earlier and I forgot. So, all right, take care, everyone, and more to come. Which one?